Well, good evening. Today is Wednesday, December the 13th, and the Board of Appeals is now in session. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And the first item on our agenda is the approval of the minutes from the November 8th meeting, 2023. May I have a motion for the minutes?
I move we approve the minutes of Wednesday, November 8th, 2023.
And may I have a second?
Second.
And I have a few changes for the minutes. Can we go through those now?
Sure.
But do any of the other board members have any comments on the minutes? Okay, so I just wanted to say, let's see here, it's the paragraph that states Mr. Barr introduced the petitioner, Mr. Chad.
What page?
I'm on packet
Oh, okay.
page 3.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Page 2 of the minute. Yeah.
Sure. And it's at the bottom of that paragraph there.
Okay.
It says, so you state, but none of these options were considered feasible, comma, based upon the research study requirements is the ad.
Okay.
And then in the following paragraph, in the last line, where the sentence starts with, should the recommended, insert zoning changes to the I3 zone be enacted, the variance would subsequently become obsolete, okay?
Good.
And then the last one is the paragraph that starts next, Mr. Chad Kellner.
Mm-hmm.
And the paragraph, or the sentence that starts with, the property is critical to the leading edge of the cancer research for AstraZeneca, and the variance is critical to maintaining the pace of the drug, development pipeline.
That sounds better.
Yeah, yeah, I just.
Sounds like a cartel.
Yeah, because it's research, so I thought that might be a little more detailed or explaining what we were
That's good.
what we were talking about in this meeting, and that's all I have for that particular for that. Any other changes? Okay. I'll call for the vote to approve the meeting minutes as amended. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. The approval of the minutes as edited passed, 5-0. Okay, so we have a special exception amendment on our agenda this evening, and it's BOA 9715-2023. It's Truck and Auto, Inc., amendment to the special exception, BOA 9663-2023 for auto repair at 5 Brookes Avenue in the Central Business District Zone. And so I'm just going to ask that, Caroline, could you just give us a little background on what we need to do with this amendment this evening?
I'm going to read in the public announcement part, and then I'll go through it.
Sure.
This is a public meeting on Board of Appeals case BOA 9715-2023. It amends special exception BOA 9663-2022. Given the minor nature of the proposed amendment, no public hearing is required for this amendment to special exception. The petition requests an amendment to special exception BOA 9663-2022 for 2023 it should be, for an auto repair use at 5 Brookes Avenue. The subject property is zoned CBD, Central Business District, pursuant to section 24-160 F2C8 of the city zoning ordinance. All new automobile, motorcycle, marine, and truck repair and services require special exception, despite the fact that the property previously operated as an auto repair shop. The application received a special exception for the auto use on April 14th, 2021, and 2 amendments to special exception on May 11th, 2022, and again on October 11th, 2023. Both of those amendments were for changes to the building elevations. The applicant is requesting a 3rd amendment to special exception to again revise the front building elevation. And I advised the property owner that he did not need to be here, so that is why he's not here. So what let me see if I can do the full, where is the page display? So you can get the whole thing. Can you all see it okay? The top is what was approved in October. The size of the two windows in the front elevation have actually reverted to a size that they were originally. Unfortunately, the developer or the contractor did not get the revised building elevations from the architect and installed the windows as they had originally been designed. So those windows that are on the bottom image are what has actually been installed in the building. So the property owner basically had two choices. He could replace those windows to match what was approved in October, or he could come back and get the new old windows approved by you all again. So unfortunately, such a minor change still has to come back to the Board of Appeals because that's the way the zoning ordinance is written at the moment. I think I may have mentioned in the past that when, as part of the recode, the rezoning, we're going to have like a staff level approval for something like this, hopefully in the future, because it's time consuming and expensive for him to come to for a minor change. But anyway, that's the only change, is the change in the size of those windows, and the staff is okay with it.
Okay, and I'd also just like to note that there are no people in the audience this evening, therefore we will not have any additional testimony on this particular special exception amendment. Okay, well, thank you, Caroline. Do we have any questions from the board? Okay, so may I have a motion then to close the record?
I make a motion to close the record.
Can I get a second?
Second.
And can I have a vote? All those in favor say
You
aye.
need a motion on the resolution.
We're just closing the record
Oh,
first.
sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
All those in favor in closing the record say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, motion to close the record passes 5-0. Okay, now we're going to have a discussion on the resolution. Is there any further discussion? Okay. All
As you
right,
go by, it's looking good.
It's looking good. Well, that's very good. Thanks, Robert, for sharing that information with us. That's
Compared to what it used to be,
Yeah,
it's real good.
yeah. Now, what about that cut through on the road?
It's still there.
Yeah,
Still
you
there.
can still,
It's a little,
drive through
still a
there.
little bumpy, but
Okay. Well, and, okay, and was there any further discussion on the resolution? Okay. All right, so may I have a motion regarding the resolution as presented?
I make a motion that the Board of Appeals, based on the findings and conclusions outlined in the draft resolution, approve an amendment to special exception BOA 9715-2023 and adopt resolution BOA 9715-2023 with the three conditions presented.
Okay, a second?
a second.
Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor of the resolution as presented for this special amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Resolution passes 5-0. All right, next item on the agenda is the resolution. This is from last month, and it's BOA 9666-2023. Request for a variance of the 25% maximum lot coverage for the expansion of the existing building at 45 West Watkins Mill Road in the I-3, which is the industrial office park zone. And so what we have before us this evening is a draft resolution that I believe I have a few questions on, but I believe there's a few questions on it, and we'll be voting on this resolution this evening. So I'll open it up to the board for a staff. Is there any additional input from the staff at this point?
No, we just want to make sure that before you vote, that you all are comfortable that it reflects the discussion and your decision from last meeting.
Okay.
And just for clarity, the resolution itself contains the voting from last month. So in voting for it, you're not necessarily saying that let's say you voted against approving the variance. That's not what tonight's vote is. Tonight's vote is simply that the resolution reflects what the board as a group decided.
So that was gonna be my question. So that's helpful. I guess the question I had on that is, as phrased, it says present and voting in favor of the action as specified in the resolution, as opposed to being present and voting in favor of the resolution as drafted. You know what I'm saying? It actually says voting in favor of the action. So that's the piece that kind of confuses me.
You can certainly change that if you wish, but the resolution does specify what the voting
Right.
already was. So the vote for the resolution would be the 3-2 vote that was already noted.
Yeah.
The resolution, I mean, it can be a bit of a technical way of proceeding because the action of the resolution is an approval, but it is also reflecting what the discussion was, and part of what you're approving is that the vote was indeed a 3-2 vote as outlined in that resolution.
So I have that last page up. So I think the question, because Aaron had asked this before as well, the last line where it says voting in favor of the action as specified. So would you prefer that? Would it be okay, Frank, to take out the in favor in the action part of that, and just so it would read voting in favor of the resolution?
That would be fine, yes.
Okay.
Voting in favor of the resolution as reflecting the board's action. That way it's not voting in favor of the action, but it
Right.
is voting in favor of the resolution as reflecting
Sure.
the board's action.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I had just a couple of editing or technical word additions here. So on packet page 40, and this is under findings and conclusions. In the first paragraph, it says, it's like midway down, it says specifically the board finds that this pipe stem lot providing no, and I say public access, does that make sense? To add the word public? Contributes to the property meeting of the definition of peculiar.
Yeah, we can add in public.
Okay. And so then if we follow that, actually the last sentence, then the next sentence following, additionally, a majority of the board found. And then if you go down to parcel F providing no, then insert public access, continued site conditions peculiar to the property. So adding it twice.
Okay.
And then same page, but at the bottom where it says finally the board agrees. Okay, so it's towards the end of that sentence.
Now, I just want to make sure I'm caught up, because I'm not sure if I'm on the same
Packet page 40?
40, so that's what's up on the screen.
Yeah,
Does
it
that
doesn't-
match what
it
you
doesn't
have?
have that reference.
No,
I don't
it's
know if it
page-
might be
It's
Page
under
41.
findings and conclusions?
Yeah, so it's page 4 of the.
Okay, here we are.
Okay.
Huh, but that's.
page 41 maybe.
Oh, there was a revision to the packet at some point, so maybe you downloaded.
I downloaded
Right.
it like the other day.
Yeah,
so.
okay, that's probably what happened.
It is, let's see, findings and conclusion based upon the petitioner's, okay, zoning codes section. This is where we talk about parcel F.
Yeah, this is different than.
It's different.
Yeah. It's not the version that I have either.
This is not the version. I have, wait, it's
It's-
966.
It's the wrong resolution.
It's the
Oh, I'm
other
on the wrong
case.
resolution.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I can't
just
read the
didn't
resolution.
go long
I'm
enough.
giving it all I got. You were doing a heck of a job.
Yeah, it's good. Wow, I have all my
You got a
super.
couple words
I
in
got
there.
all
I
the
was like,
trifocals on
think
tonight.
you're talking
I am
They need to be
sorry.
expanded.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah, it's okay.
I just
You're-
didn't go
you're
far
clear
enough
now.
down in the packet. I apologize.
It's okay. Okay, so this is the right page.
Yeah.
And it's actually packet page 47.
47.
Oh,
And
47.
it's that first paragraph, and I can see it, where you're saying
You can see,
access.
so it says, so to add the word public twice in the first in that first paragraph. So
Yes.
says, so it
It's
says
easy.
providing no access. In the first time, it would be no public
Public,
access.
right.
And then this, again, in the last sentence there, parcel F providing no public
Public.
access. And this is great now that's up, so where we start, where it says, finally, the board agrees with the petitioner. So towards the bottom, it would say, undermining the zoning ordinance and would contribute to advancing cancer research, which is in the public interest. So to add the word advancing, yeah, just reading for clarity. Okay, so those are the small edits there, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so are there any other additions from the board? And Phil, before we vote, would you like to make a statement?
Yeah, I just want to say that I was present in the audience in the last meeting, so.
Okay, so you'll be eligible to vote.
Right.
Right.
Here. Okay, thank you. All right, so I think that is, I think I'll call for the motion. The motion of the resolution as presented with the noting the edits as discussed at tonight's meeting. All right, so I need the motion first.
I'll make a motion that the Board of Appeals adopt resolution of approval for variance BOA 9666-2023.
Second,
Second.
any further questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the motion passes 5-0, and thank you very much. Okay, so moving along here, do we have any additional items from the staff this evening?
No, just the next meeting will be in 2024, January 10th. And if we meet, we'll have election of officers then, again, even though we just did it, since it's the beginning of the new year. Hope everybody has a happy holiday, happy new year.
Thank you very much, Caroline. And Greg or Frank?
Nothing for me tonight.
Okay.
Oh, I wish everybody happy holidays and all of the things and the different events that people will go to and celebrate. And I think the city manager had something that said, and hopefully that everybody will basically be happy over the holidays, however they celebrate.
That's great. And any additional items from the board? Okay. All right, well, this meeting is now adjourned.